going to answer some of your guys' questions on birth control and wedding things because I was on birth control for over 10 years. So I'll kind of run through like why I got off and how I got off, I guess. So I got off simply because I was on birth control for 10 years. I also had really bad heartburn for the last like year and a half, and I was wondering if there's any correlation because I did hear long-term use of birth control can cause like indigestion and heartburn. And I think a combination of going off the pill and then working with my functional health doctor made the transition off the pill easy and got rid of my heartburn completely, which is crazy. I used to have to sleep on 2 pillows with my head up every single night because the heartburn was so bad, and it was basically the worst thing ever because I couldn't swallow food a lot of the time. Like, it would feel like it's getting stuck, and it was so bad, and I thought it would never end. I'm kind of going on a tangent here into heartburn, but back to birth control. So yes, I went off after being on it for 10 years, and I worked with the functional health doctor for going off birth control and heartburn at the same time. So what we did was a GI test, which, let's go to the bathroom and you send in a sample. It's not the prettiest thing, but it works and it tells you so much about your gut and what's going on with your body. So I am so happy I was able to do it. There was actually a ton of stuff going on and it wasn't great. So very happy I could do that and get it all under control. The supplements she put me on, I want to say there was about maybe 10 to 15 supplements that I was taking every day, and it was a lot. Like, I will say you add them in slowly, like 1 every 3 days, but it still was a lot. And I was like, wow, I get why people don't go the functional route because it's expensive, all the supplements, and it's a lot of time. But we did it, and I would do it 100 times over again because these issues I was able to solve with the inside out rather than just like masking the symptoms, taking more medicine. What supplements she will put you on if you do use her going off birth control will be dependent on the person. She had me take a multivitamin, magnesium, glycinate, and B vitamins. Drink milk thistle tea. And I'm not sure which other ones were heartburn versus birth control related since she just looked at my gut as a whole. But definitely recommend her if you are thinking about going off birth control or if you have heartburn because it's so bad. So now I'll jump into going off the pill. And that was in January. So I worked with Maddie we had to be on the supplements for over 3 months before going off the pill to prep my body. So in January, I went off the pill, and the real only side effect I had was nausea. I did have like a little bit of acne, but not too bad. And I did get my period back 4 weeks later. So that was great and couldn't be happier. Everything was normal. The first period back was pretty painful. As far as natural birth control, I'm just using the Oura ring to track my cycle, and it's been amazing. I've been using it for 60 days, I believe. So I think it's pretty accurate with cycle tracking. I am curious about natural cycles, and I might add that in as well, just because they have more data around your cycle. So a lot of you said you have too much anxiety to go off the pill with like tracking, and that's why I think the Oura ring is great because you just wear it to sleep and it tracks, your temperature throughout the night, I believe, and gives you an average. If I had to take my temperature every morning, I would probably forget and not trust myself. Are you off birth control to try to start a family? And that is the goal after we get married, but I kind of just wanted to go off it because I had been on it so long, and since I knew that we'd be getting married this year, I wanted to prep my body, which my doctor said you didn't need to go off it this early, but I was ready. Now let's talk wedding and relationships. So one of you asked for my wedding date, and it is November. One of you said, how did you make sure your nails were done before the proposal? And I got lucky because we had a Lido launch party the next morning, so I always make sure my nails are done before like workout events. So I got lucky. But he did, I was rushing to paint them before we had dinner because I didn't want to do it before bed. So I wanted to do it before dinner, and he was like helping me paint them, like making sure they were perfect, and I didn't pick up on that. This is a fun one. Is there an ideal age you both had in your teens, early 20s, or when you wanted to get married and had kids? I don't think so. I think in my mind, I would always have kids before 30, but that's just such like something you think when you're younger, I think. Now, hopefully I'll have like one kid before I'm 30, but I feel like as long as you take care of yourself, we're good, so no pressure. How did you determine your wedding vibe? So I would say I wanted like simple, classy, so I kind of went with like a black and white theme. It is at like there's a lot of greenery in the place, so I don't know how well my theme is going to be executed, but I'm not super picky about the wedding. I feel like the second you get picky is when you can get upset about things going wrong. So I'm just kind of going with the flow, but I have my vibe. I'll probably make all the like signs for my wedding like black and white, and then cocktail tables will be like black and white, settings will be black and white, and I feel like that's just like an easy theme because colors, there's so many different shades, and black and white. Can I talk? Black and white is classy. How do you feel about relationship breaks? I actually asked my fiance this. I was like, have you ever gone on a break with an ex? And I think he said no, but I feel like you try to go on a break with someone and you never really get back together. Like with my ex, when I left, I was like, let's just go on a break. And then it was instantly like, yeah, no, we aren't doing this. We're never getting back together. So I think it depends. I think we said if you are together from a young age and maybe you go to college and you want to go on a break and then you come back together. But I think as you're older, if you go on a break, you're probably not getting back together, right? So I think it's kind of an age thing. How did you know your fiance was the one? We talked about this, and I think it's just values align, goals align, we equally respect each other. He's just so kind, it makes me a better person, and so many just green flags. I don't think I think that he knew from day one. But I think it took me maybe a little bit longer because I had gotten out of a long relationship. I don't think there's like a moment in time where we knew each other were the one. I think it's more just all the big topics, big conversations you have to have, like marriage, family, religion, all that stuff, and make sure you're aligned.